So at what point did you feel, or do you feel, that you've really gotten to know your splenic authority? Like, where did that come in for you?
Also fairly recently.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I feel like I'm maybe a few years ago, I wrote something, I was writing a blog, and I think I wrote something like about my strategy. I said, it's almost like my strategy and my splenic authority are one. And I remember making this gesture. Again, I'm probably talking to somebody and I went, I think right now they're just one. Like I don't feel them as separate. The response of my spleen is either it doesn't do anything or it's neutral, or I feel there's very physical symptoms or sensations that I have. Like I almost feel a gut pain, like a little bit deeper than butterflies, and I start to feel a little bit anxious if I'm hearing, or like I'm so sensitive now. Like the spleen is so well trained now, just from doing recognition and invitation. I think recognition came online before my spleen. So I learned invitation, and then I was like, okay, what is this, recognition? Oh, that's it. Oh, that's not it. Really learning what's the
Yeah.
flavor of a recognition in my experience, right? So that became the next marker of what I was going to do. And then my spleen, in terms of, do I need to run right now? That it's like someone's asking. I know sometimes people will say, can you do this, or can you answer this question for me, or can you do, and if I feel that feeling, it's literally a no. It's telling me I don't have the energy right now most of the
Yeah.
time. It's saying, and I've come to be able to verbalize that, and people just are like, roll their eyeballs, because half the time I don't have, and my spleen says, no, you can't do that. No, don't do that. And I don't have a problem saying it. I don't have it right now. And then it gives people language to use with me. I'm just checking in if you have the bandwidth. Like I think Marla uses that one a lot. So just checking if you have the bandwidth. If you have
That
it,
sounds like
can you
Marla.
do this for me? Yeah. So, and that's the beauty of understanding each other's types, is that she understands that that's a great way to work with me. Give me the space to accept
Right.
or not, right? And my spleen will still react. It'll be like, no, or oh yeah, I got time for that, no problem.
Yeah.
So most recently I put that together as being my spleen and my strategy working together.
Well, it's interesting too. I've thought about this a bit with the splenic authority, because splenic authority, in the hierarchy of authorities, is above ego authority, the willpower. But the will is a motor. And I think it's interesting that the spleen, the awareness of the spleen, is in hierarchy. It's above in authority realms than the motor of the will. And my will is that 2644 is a split for me. I'm triple split. So I've got 2644 is one of my groupings. I've got 1-8, the throat and the
G
center,
identity.
and then I have the 3955 of the root and the solar plexus, right? So the way getting that emotional energy of the root that's a hard thing to rely on, right? So I often, when I'm an energy projector, so I have that, even though that's my authority, oftentimes I would use my emotions to get things done in a way that wasn't necessarily nice. But that will center energy, I could just, I can. That's always that energy. Yeah, but should I? Probably not. And I wasn't listening to the other side, the spleen, that was and I think that's a beautiful channel, because it regulates that ability to know yes, you have the resources, but should you use them? I feel like that's what it says in this way. And so I didn't know what my spleen sounded like. I have a defined spleen. It's not my authority, but I didn't know what it was until one day it basically knocked me down, and I had a really extreme reaction to what had just happened to me. And then I had to tap on it, because I was like, you're triggered about something. What is this all about? And I realized that I had been all like constantly in my life ignoring my spleen saying, this is not for you. You don't have the energy for this. You don't have this is not the right thing. This is dangerous, whatever it was. I was ignoring it.
Right.
And I learned about it in hindsight when I just realized, okay, every time you've gotten basically hurt in your life physically, it's usually because, I shouldn't say every time, but many times, it's because you ignored that and you got in your head and did something